Alright, so first just want to lead off with DSEX being high on the volume buzz, was active in pre-market, and just notice kind of these former runners, you get like naked gaps up that they'll make for good shorts right off the open. So kind of failing right into this pre-market right off the open. And if you do like an open area short, just like short and use the pre-market high as your stop. But seems to be a nice trade off the open. Was catch my right now, it's definitely XNet. I'm looking for the XNet break over these past 3 days high, and then Roku coming over this 4-day high here. So I'm just if either of those breaks, definitely want to see volume come in and then hold above the level. Riot's in play, but we gapped up, naked gap up off the open. Kind of hanging out about this pre-market high, but sort of gap up, go up. So I want to see it. Definitely spend some time, sideways the high day. It's into the business of like trying to make up setups. I'm like, well, we're below the last 8 days, but then we gap down, go down, so probably a good avoid. I still haven't, obviously I don't know if you just haven't posted your video yet from you said you're making. Anyway, so basically that's XNet's like 1780, and then Roku was like 4860, I believe. So those are the couple levels we're watching. Marvel, getting below the, how many bars is that? 9 bars. So next support's pretty far away, but I definitely want to see it spend some time below this kind of 2157 level. Obviously flashed down early and then kind of rejected back up, so it may not be the time. But we're overlapping for a while, so just kind of looking for the breakout. Maybe this was a naked gap up this day, was more of the indicator. That day I was looking for the long, but it failed. So yeah, this guy popped up yesterday on the scan obviously after, but I think on the daily chart, this could have been on the radar. Definitely, had some big volume, and then I guess the real trade wasn't above until 217, but we go back in the 1-minute chart. Like see like later in the day, like some volume comes in, so maybe it pops up on the volume buzz right there. Probably got like a million shares by that time, and then like that. So definitely there was a pretty clean pattern right there. Could have controlled your risk. 5 cents. Obviously that would have turned into a monster, but even later in the day we hold higher, and then it's a little sideways, but you had to do your homework and have this on your watch list before, and I definitely didn't. So it's one of those, I do a penny stock scan every day. It's just one of those I missed. Anyway. Or maybe, you know, this just doesn't have a. I thought it was a 52-week highs. I guess it closed at 52-week highs, but yeah, I mean, maybe there's no way to catch this day. I mean, you would have to just say this is like an intraday trade, like using the intraday chart. But you know, if we get above, excuse me, 338, then it's definitely blue skies above, and this would scrunch down to, you know, basing action, get reverse split in the background. So some mega volume here. I'm definitely gonna keep this on the watch list, and also put an alert up here just in case we do forget about it. Home was looking nice on the daily, but volume's super thin. I mean, 50,000 shares in the whole day. So, you know, it looked like Roku. Let's see what the volume acts like here at, you know, it's 4870 area. Let's see what the relative volume looks like. So relatively volume so far is just kind of like, you know, same old shit. You know, I like that we opened within the range. We didn't necessarily open lower. You know, it gapped up, but opening within the range is, you know, definitely better than opening, you know, naked gap opening. So let's see what happens if we get above this level and spend some time, at least like 15 minutes above the level. Probably what we're looking at. Steve Spencer just typed Roku approaching 4850 for fourth time in 4 days. So right here, see if some Lume comes in. That 4850 is call up that level. Alright, so we get the highest volume of the day, BM breaking out above the 30-minute opening range, which is also a daily chart, you know, multi-day level. So supporting volume, now that's the trigger, the volume through the level. So now we wait for a place to control our risk. Which could be, flaggy like this, could be, complex pullback or wedge or any of those type entries. This is the part where I usually start feeling like I've missed out on the move, and start wishing I could get my time machine and enter here. But we'll just wait. Obviously I traded fucking Twitter yesterday as well. It's like right in there. That's where I bought, but as I astutely assessed, earlier in the day, we kind of reached a wide range ATR already. And so, how much meat was left on the bone? It was 0. So, that's what happens when you fuck around. I would like to see, definitely like 5 or 6 more bars down, and then we kind of a U right here at the prior at this 50 level, since it was a multi-day level. Might get long there. Volume's looking a little bit more constructive now. More in line of these like wider range days, definitely more than already off the open, more than anything from these past couple days. Time is going sideways here. Keep an eye on the high day. It's 28.90. Gonna watch that and see if Roku comes back to 48.50. Getting close to it. Sure, people are thinking, flaggy or whatever. This is one of those where it's like, you know, 50-50. If you say this range is tightening up here, like, you know, throw in a couple hundo, and it's either going this way or that way. Okay. I don't want to see big wide range bars coming back down. You said just like little bitty ones like this. You know, this is, it's a gap down, go down. So, we'll make it prove itself. But, you know, it's closing up off the lows and avoiding the gap up, the gap down, go down. Probably best move. You know, overstock is maybe poised to, you know, it's path least resistance might be up. It's a long-term uptrend. Obviously broke out of that range up, so we're getting near, you know, the all-time high. Let's see what a COVH does. So yeah, you know, this is a nice little controlled, and would really like if we came back and touched you know, this prior support level. It's looking a little flaggy, you know. Looks like where do you enter the flag? You know, it's a big question. Enter now, then my risk is definitely the VWAP. 70 cents. Closing up off the lows, and it's a little flaggy. I'm either going to wait on this support becomes resistance or nothing at all here. So that's what I made up my mind to do. And if I miss it, I miss it. Stock's gonna hit. So that was the moment to to buy in the dip, huh? I don't really know what to do. This bar is got me all fucked up. what I'm gonna do is wait for it to touch here, and if we go sideways, you know, right at this prior level, then I might look to enter, as we talking about. Oh yeah, terribly convincing breakout there in overstock. Yeah. Just keep my eyes on Roku. I'm buying into this level. Stop us below VWAP. So it's like, do I have real entry here, or did I just make up my mind I was gonna buy this prior resistance become support no matter what? Got a couple bars overlapping though. Just gonna do it. So I messed up a little VWAP, so got a little too big here. Already see myself getting stopped out in this. I mean, big time. Right, it's breaking. Yeah. They can gap up. Wait. Just wait. I can buy at my price. Yeah, that's all. Make a gap up. Reflecting on the Mylan trade from yesterday, I really don't mind my daily chart setup, but the fact of the matter was that we had reached the wide range ATR, and that at the zone to the left, right here, that it definitely acted as, prior resistance the last time. So in the manner in which we went up was, this opening spike. So, suckered by the opening spike. So, at least I didn't go long at the top. But this is what got me FOMO, and then wanted to look at this when this was not something I should have been trading yesterday. See what Roku is doing. Yeah, just wait a little bit longer like this right here, or right here. There's my entry. Between 80 and 65. I got filled at 83. Maybe I filled like 73 instead. Definitely gonna move my stop to exactly 100 now. So anyway, stock and play, real level. Trigger is volume on the breakout, and the entry, again, still needs work, but 3 more minutes, I had an ideal spot. I don't hate my spot that I entered, but it's not the best either. It's just like the square trade from Wednesday. And I'm not gonna lie, I might feel like a little bit revenge trading Roku. Like I wanna catch a move out of this too, because try to trade it here, and it made no money, like twice. So actually 1, 2, 3 days tried to trade Roku. So the 7th, the 11th, which should have made money here somehow. Did I make money with that? Nope, lost money in Roku. And then the 12th, obviously that looked like a winning day. So definitely wanting to have a winner in this. $4. We're pushing 3 right now. Wide range 7. So I don't know if this was like new buying coming in or shorts, shorts covering above the level. It definitely seemed to be an important level. Not an important level, just a real level though. In an in-play stock in the in-play sector. I was looking through other pay TV stocks like yesterday and didn't see not a lot of liquidity in a lot of those names. Not really convincing breakout, and volume's not fantastic. Technically this is a Cove-H after 10 o'clock and yada yada, but interesting to see how IBM is going to turn out. The opening range low is here, so it's a real place we want to see it. It's good that it went sideways, and if we kind of start hovering in here, it might be worth the short. No place to control risk there. This is where like looking at the past might be helpful, because just trying to see like what happens when QCOM goes in these like long sideways channels. Have some breakouts. Just, been keeping an eye on this. It's kind of in the sideways range here. But it usually just has QCOM has these like crazy pops out of nowhere that are really tough to catch. Alright. Looks like some shorts are here. Nectar finally, it's not doing a whole lot. Just, no new buying really coming in. I should just, I don't even know what to do with this. Just in the opening range, so just let it pick a direction, I suppose. The downside reward is only a couple points, so the daily chart is really more constructive to keep going up. Man, could call it a bit overextended, and this was the highest volume, closing way down off the highs, so maybe it's time for the backside here. Make a gap up and the change of character. Down 30%, but then, it's a nice sideways day, so just trying to see it's going to pick a direction. Not really feeling too good about this right now. Then again, I had a shitty entry, so you're going to have a lot of emotional distress when your entry's not so great. But I feel like my stop's probably going to get hit. If it was just a swift death, I might just get taken out, and that's it. Somebody's buying the dip. So, you know, just start hanging out with the higher highs. Might be interested. Nice little tight range. You're pretty late to the party on the short though, so I mean, if you think it's going down, one place to control your risk. So why do these work so much? So, what bag holders, people holding, get this gift, decide to get out. Also, like new shorts come in. The general long and short of it. What is this? This is the trade. I mean, I saw this in pre-market, you know. 3 to 1. Who's number one? Number one in pre-market. So it was pretty high up there in pre-market too. And it's just like suffering, you know, place of mental strength. And when you're not, it sucks being in this. And you know, gotta wait to be in the money. But at least, like, I feel like my stop placement was pretty good. I mean, we're below the level below VWAP. You know, we've kind of bounced off level 3 times, so if we do get stopped out here, this is definitely where I'm wrong on the trade. And yeah, can hang tight. See if this is gonna, you know, kind of pull, this little pullback's gonna work. I want to apologize for yesterday's video because there was just a lot of like nonsense and it's just not like, I mean, I want to enjoy trading, but it's definitely like not a time to goof off. It's you know, trying to get better, doing this to get better, so not to just fuck around. So. I reckon he could have thrown that one on, but you're risking $1 for, or, you know, at least 50 cents. I don't know. I didn't like the volume. maybe I'm starting to retest the lows of days. Down here, but you know, if this was the real Bulls account, I'd have half of my buying power tied up at Roku. So, or 2/3 rather, not even half. So there's no, you know, this is not even an A+ trade. So what am I even doing? There we go. Yeah, man, trading's waiting. Trading's definitely waiting. So, you know, if I wait, I get my, you know, maybe a better price, or I get at least the same price, you know, that I was trying to get in the first place. And so we're talking about spending anytime above the level. And we spent 30 damn minutes above the level, so, you know, just wait. You know, I'm here, you know, 10 minutes after we break out. It's like, yo, man, even here, if it fucking goes, like, you know, at least enter here. And this is at least, you know, after we break the level, at least 15 minutes above the level. So, you know, we'll break the level. I'm gonna say you gotta at least break the level and stay above for 15 minutes before I can enter. So maybe that'll help me out a little bit. We'll see if Roku, this is a real breakout or not. Looks pretty flaggy on the 5 minute. I mean, you know, I can definitely see that on the 1 minute, but even just like on the 5 minute, just gonna wait here. I don't know. It's really tight. Like, this is a tight range. You're not gonna get slipped in here. I definitely know my risk is down here at this point. These three, you know, taps. Spencer's a beast too, just like calling out the level. Oh man. So I think this is definitely a good example of, you know, in the past, like you said, I tried to take this trade Tuesday. in Monday. Actually, it wasn't Monday. Actually, I did trade on Monday and got stopped out, so it was a really frustrating one. How I don't even remember how I actually traded it, but I just remember like where I traded it. Actually, I think I traded it right in here. Then it went down, stopped me out, and then rallied the rest of the day. But what was I saying? Saying you weren't mad at me on Monday for taking this trade. It's like, okay, that's not bad. But, next target up here is like all-time high, I suppose. Definitely does not feel like clean movement upward. Gap up, go up. That should have been one, right? Right there. So let's buy up, buy up, buy up, because this could be covering shorts. Man, I definitely feel like this was a setup though. I had a daily chart level, triggered, broke the level on volume. Relative volume is pretty high. And my entrance was the prior resistance become support with a little baby sideways. I mean, it's not a great entry. Just got your email. And yeah, I don't plan on sharing your knowledge with anybody. Just got that email. So, I got you, dude. I mean, a lot of this is just sitting there waiting, waiting for something to happen. But yet again, I've also noticed I have, yet to not place a trade in a day. And is Roku set up? I'm gonna argue, yeah, was Mylan set up yesterday? No. But I argued yesterday that it was. So it's just like, you could say Roku wasn't a naked gap up. It was definitely a gap up and go up. So it's definitely a more in play level, I think, than the Mylan you had yesterday. We'll see how it resolves itself. It's been a lot of fucking sitting here waiting for it to do something since we like that we've been holding above the level, so that's good. We've been holding above the level for 45 minutes. Definitely did. So we came back and touched the level 3 times. We bounced off of it. So confidence pretty high that we are going to continue upwards here. The daily chart is, we're coming off a blast and sideways and blast and some more sideways. So really, you get one price point kind of in the way for the all-time high. for, you know, true blue skies. So I'm gonna watch your videos multiple time frames and reply to the 12th. See how much we get better. I don't know if there's much more to glean from an extra 3 minutes of just sitting here waiting for me to let the hour run off, so I'll cut it off here so you have to sit and listen. But you know, this is it. Just basically, this is just kind of waiting for this idea to work, and you let me know if it's ain't a setup, because I stated the reasons why I thought it was. Anyway, later.